traffic. So that's just adding to the danger here for this driver.
Yeah, and here's, as he's going northbound on Figueroa Street, heading northbound toward downtown, my concern here is that, he could be talking to somebody who's watching our coverage.
Yeah.
And getting information in real time about where the police might be, what tactics they might employ. We don't know that that's what's happening, but he is, it would appear, communicating or at least listening to someone and trying to get information, we presume, relating to his current position, which is that he's being pursued by the LAPD, who want very much to stop him from doing what he's doing. The belief is, or the report is, that he had a weapon, and they want to ascertain whether, in fact, that happened. Look at that. He just ducked back there, and now he's heading, continuing northbound on Figueroa from Century. Northbound from Century and heading again. He's going to just head toward the USC, the USC area, and then beyond that, it'll be into downtown. There's a lot of traffic this time of day. There's a lot of traffic this time of day. It's a major north-south artery, an alternative to the Harbor Freeway that a lot of people use at this time of day when they don't want to spend all their day on the freeway. So he's going to encounter a lot of traffic. There's people out there walking. There's pedestrians. There's cross traffic. This is not a great situation.
And Chris, those black and white patrol vehicles that you mentioned that are kind of keeping up with him on the ground
Yep,
there, where
that's what's
can
up.
you see they are? And okay, there we go, zooming out so we can see that they still have eyes on him. He's just a couple blocks, it looks like, ahead of those cruisers as they keep an eye on him on the ground. But again, they're also trying to be mindful of the traffic in this area right now, a little bit after 5 o'clock as rush hour really gets underway.
Yeah, they keep falling back a little bit when it's too dangerous, and then they try and catch up. They're doing a great job staying about a block behind him or so, but as he continues to run through these red lights, he keeps putting a little bit of distance, just like he is right here. No problem going into oncoming lanes of traffic sometimes, just to get around some of these traffic jams, continuing northbound Figueroa, and now stopping for, well, not stopping, but going right through this red light here, despite the cross traffic there, and that's where those units start to fall back. They cannot do what he's doing there in those patrol cars. So they're now a few blocks back once again, and we're now entering LAX's airspace here as he continues to move away from us. You'll see him getting smaller and smaller as he
this
gets
fool
further
doesn't even
away.
care. He's like
steady
strapped.
right around
Let's
the
get
105
it.
freeway at the 110 freeway. He is paralleling the 110 freeway right along Figueroa Avenue, and we'll be able to come around at some point here and take the 110 north, probably meet him on the other side of the LAX Bravo here. You can see all of those units, though, continuing as they try and catch up once again, but intentionally keeping their distance, as this is in tracking mode, not technically in pursuit mode, but he is continuing this pursuit, refusing to pull over, and I think at some point they're going to have an opportunity if he runs out of fuel here. I just can't imagine that he's going to get too far here. At some point, this ride is going to end, and they have continued to keep the pressure on him because of the nature of the crime. I think it's a little bit more than just a man with a gun, although that was the initial call. I think they are dealing with some more intelligence, although that is just speculation on my part.
When you say mini, you mean like a mini bike? Nah, it's a full-size bike. Uh-oh. It's like the camera's going away.
A little bit unusual, especially for a motorcycle. These motorcycles can be very squirrely. They're very hard to pursue, especially during rush hour conditions like we're seeing here in South LA. To dedicate that many units and to keep the pressure on as long as they have.
He gone.
This has been going on for upwards of a half hour, maybe even 40 minutes or so. And they're not making any effort to pull back whatsoever. They are trying at all costs to keep up with him as he now, I think, makes that right turn back underneath the 110 freeway.
All right, eastbound on Florence is what we're hearing from Figueroa. And I believe the video we're looking at on the right is video from earlier. This shows the extent he was going to when he was in some of these neighborhoods to try to get away from police. He was moving pretty fast. Now he's going northbound on Grand, so we should see him pop out a little bit on the
video. What does he have in his backpack? That's
left.
Kind of a long, what is it, like a radio?
The width of the shot. We're trying to reacquire him. We had to obey the FAA rules regarding getting into LAX airspace, so we had to back off and then go around, head east, and then northbound as he did. So we are doing that in Air 7 while we're trying to reacquire.
Well, this isn't live.
That the
live
LAPD
is on the left-hand side, folks.
Get back a hold of at least visually. We don't know if their helicopter is still over him and able to track him. But this is a difficult thing, and especially with a motorcycle. Oh, looks like you found him.
Yep, taking the freeway. First signs of getting onto the freeway here, and he is now northbound on the 110 freeway through this rush hour traffic.
I wonder how much
I gotta say, the
fuel he
northbound
has
side
on
is
board.
relatively light right now, so we'll see how the behavior changes here as he drives through pretty moderate traffic, I would say, on the northbound side of the 110 freeway. That'll give LAPD, though, plenty of opportunity to get onto the freeway with him, and they were positioned to do that. They'll probably be popping into the shot.
Yeah, I
here
know for a
at
few
any
hours,
moment.
but that's about
California
it. I don't know
Highway
how
Patrol
long
also
he's been in
tracking this
pursuit
This
now.
is now
That's
on
if
the
he was
freeway, so
topped
that is
off, you know what
part
I
of
mean,
the
to the
course
brim
here,
brim.
par for the course, I should say. And he is now splitting those lanes, probably going to put a little more distance as those units close in on him,
The minis.
as he passes Vernon Avenue.
Yeah, does it appear that he's going a bit faster now? From our vantage point, maybe it looks like it.
Not really. He's kind of going with the traffic here, and it's a little bit of an optical illusion, too. As we approach him, you'll start to get a better idea of his speed.
Hey, shouts to Eli for coming back and almost putting beast mode down, Minnie. I know you saw it. Let's get it.
With the rest of the traffic here.
Shouts to beast mode.
Northbound through Vernon, northbound 110 freeway. We'll see if he picks up any speed here. Of course, the more speed he picks up, the more fuel he's going to exhaust here, and that'll only limit his ride even further here. But he is picking up a little bit of steam now, pulling over to the right lane, might even be thinking about getting off the freeway.
All right, and let's talk for a second about what tactics they can employ here against
I feel like he's got a
motorcycle. They
crazy,
can't really use a
some
spike
kind of
strip,
crazy antenna in his back.
right? Or I guess they could. If they can,
Yeah, but that's
make it
that
sure-
looks like a
make sure that he
Yamaha
would-
all
he would run
day,
over
you
it,
know,
but they can't
YZ.
use a pit maneuver against him because that that could be considered almost lethal force. I think. So
Yes.
what in terms of the tactics that the pursuing officers can employ, they're kind of limited.
No, those tactics are all off of the table with a motorcycle. Yet another reason why these motorcycle pursuits, or in this case a dirt bike, are so precarious, because you really are limited in terms
Hey, but
of
you
the
never know.
options that
It doesn't
law
look like
enforcement has at their
doesn't look like
disposal.
he's got a
The best
desert
they can
tank.
hope for
So
is
it's just
that
a
he
normal
boxes
tank.
himself in, and by being in the right position, they could be ready for the termination of the pursuit. But unless that happens, he's
Yeah,
going to
the
be
police
able
are
to
stuck.
weave through
They're-
traffic. He's going to be able to split
There's
lanes.
no way
He's
they're
gonna
getting
be
through all
able
this traffic. They're
put
gonna have to try
space
to
between
ambush
them,
homeboy.
and they really don't have much that they could do unless he poses a lethal danger to them. And then, of course, they have more force that they can employ in that event. In the event that he was to pose a threat to officers, that would change the game quite a bit. But other than that, it's really a game of watching him, especially with the luxury of that air support up above, able to track his each and every move from the sky, relaying
So
his
listen,
location to
this
those
guy's
ground
a
units, and then
possible
being in
armed
position
suspect.
to end this safely and resolve it by taking him
What
into
up, Miss
custody, hopefully
Courtney?
as peacefully as possible.
Shouts to
But
Nookie
with a
Nish.
man who is believed to be
Yes,
armed,
this is in
again,
California,
all bets are
LA,
off, and we can
the
only
greater
hope
LA
that his
area,
intentions
Santa
are
Monica,
just
to be
end this as
exact.
peacefully as possible. Hopefully, he doesn't even think about pulling out that weapon.
Yeah, and it looks like traffic slowing down right now in this area. But, you know, the advantage for this individual on this motorbike is that he, you know, can weave in and out of traffic. So when the cars are kind of stopped and backed up on the freeway there, that doesn't necessarily impact him as much.
Maybe getting off here. Looks like he is showing signs. You're right. We're in the thick of rush hour now as we make our way squarely into the downtown area, transitioning,
Downtown
I think,
LA.
onto the 10 freeway.
Probably the
taking
10 and the
I
110,
believe that's going to be the eastbound transition from the 110 freeway to the 10. We'll see if that's correct. No, I think he's taking the westbound. Is that going to put him on the westbound, Rob? I think it's going to be onto the 10 freeway here. Here's the split. And
Boy,
where'd he go?
Squeezing right
Where did he
behind that
go?
truck. There he is.
Behind
Yeah.
the truck. Okay.
Yeah.
Getting off the freeway altogether. Getting off the freeway altogether at Cherry Street. Picking up a little bit of speed here. We'll see if those units can get off with him. But he has now put some serious distance between himself and those pursuing officers. We counted about a half a dozen units that were able to make their way onto the freeway with him. But again, he's been able to really put a lot of distance in between them. But hopefully they'll be able to catch up here as he passes the convention
I
center.
don't know.
Now
These guys
coming out
usually get away.
onto- He's on Pico.
He's
coming
gonna end
on,
up in a parking
I
garage
believe that's
somewhere,
gonna be Figueroa,
and the police aren't going to
taking
be able to
the
get there
left
fast
northbound
enough, and
turn
he's going to be
onto
in and
Fig.
out that parking
And
garage.
this
Mark
is
my
going to be
words.
the classic move, right, guys? Right in the middle of downtown LA. And unless they can keep eyes on him, There are just too many hiding spots with a
Yeah,
vehicle,
he's about to hide
any vehicle,
somewhere.
let alone a motorcycle, where there are just so many parking garages, so many
Yep,
tall
called
buildings.
it. So
Even
many
for that
parking
helicopter,
garages.
it's about to get a lot trickier to maintain a visual of him. As you can see, we are able to keep that line
You
of
know,
sight
Minnie, that's
clear,
just a
but if he
report.
starts to
I don't know.
starts to zigzag through these buildings, it's going to be a whole different ball game. I would not be surprised to see him dump this bike by any means.
Yeah, what's interesting, I'm wondering if there's any significance at all to this insignia that we're seeing on this, on what he's wearing, on the jacket, on, you know, the black jacket, the black pants, whether that has some meaning or
Nah, of course he ain't
or
gonna
not.
wear what he's down
I'm
with.
very
Come
curious
on.
about that device.
Or maybe,
that is
I
in
don't
the
know, actually.
backpack that
Who knows if he was
is,
committing
that
a
may be
crime
one
when
of
they
those
figured out he was
360-degree,
armed,
cameras,
or
as described
someone
by one
just
of our
saw the
technicians
weapon? Who
here at
knows?
ABC7. So I'm just curious about what exactly is going on here and why this person allegedly had a gun and at least
so
made that
allegedly he
evident
had a
to
gun.
someone who felt
Is that Nezzy?
unsure enough about
Nezzy
it to
can't
call
ride
the
that
police and to be concerned about the possession of that weapon. So there are a lot of questions that need to be answered here. We may not get him if he ends up dumping this
that's
bike
the
and
worst,
getting away from
Courtney.
the police. We may not know
So
what's going on in
many
this
of these
person's mind, what
chases
this
that I end up
was, whether it
watching
was a
ends
stunt or
up like
whether
you
it's
got to say
something
viewer
far more
discretion because they
sinister.
end
We
up
just don't know
T-boning
yet.
somebody,
And but
and
we
just
do
it
know,
doesn't
I
end
think,
well
is
at
that,
all.
you know, he's in a position where he can get away from the pursuers if he wants. He certainly, if he wants to aggressively try to get away
If he
from
wants,
the pursuing
but-
officers, he can. There's lots of places he's already passed that he could duck into or look like he's ducking into and go somewhere else. So it's curious right now. He's going straight northbound. It's still on Figueroa. Is
No,
that
I don't
correct?
think that's a muzzle. I think that's some kind of
Northbound Figueroa,
antenna.
he's
It almost looked like an
passing through
antenna
the
of some
downtown area.
sort.
He may come out on the north side, maybe even hit the 101 freeway here. He is
Who
under
knows,
those
though? I mean,
lanes,
maybe it could
putting
be
real
a
distance
a
between
long rifle,
him and any
but
of those LAPD units. But he's
oh
navigating
gosh,
this traffic
sister.
really well.
God,
That
I had
is
to
at a
zoom
standstill
in. Let's see.
at
Can
these
we zoom
various
in this bitch?
intersections. He's using every ounce of pavement at his disposal, making
Is
a right
that a
turn here,
muzzle?
possibly onto
No.
3rd Street or just going around traffic on Fig. And
Selfie stick.
continuing,
Yeah,
it
you know
looks like
what? That
continuing
is
northbound
true.
Fig.
It
Northbound
probably
Fig,
is with that
now on the
360
north
camera
side of
that
downtown
Joe
LA.
doesn't.
Thanks
Joe
to
was
that
like,
air
"What is
support,
that called?"
helicopter able
It's
to
the
maintain
Insta
a visual,
360,
still following
man.
him from above and devoting still all of those ground resources to trying to catch up with him. So they are not letting up on him, but he is underneath that tunnel, a notorious spot for pursuits to end. We'll see if he comes out the other side or not. He may or may not. This is just an iconic spot where he may very well be gone with the wind. We'll see where he comes out here. It's always a little bit tricky as we make our way through downtown LA.
Yeah, and just based on how we saw him moving through downtown Los Angeles, I mean, it certainly looked as if he is familiar enough with this area to kind of know what turn to take versus what turn maybe
You
would
know,
not
the
work in his
funny
favor.
part is there's these whole new things of videos
agree,
where
Chris?
I'm sorry, I
cats
missed
put
that,
those
Michelle, one more
selfie
time.
sticks on
I
their
just
car
was
and they go
mentioning
out in the
that based
country
off
here,
of
Claire,
the behavior
and they
that we saw from him in downtown Los Angeles,
they
in
antagonize and
terms
try to
of the
get the
turns
highway
he was
patrol to
taking or
pull
not
him
taking,
over,
it seemed as if he
and
was
then they just
relatively familiar
take
with the area
off
and knew how to kind of maneuver his way
and just
as
outrun the
best possible
fucking
to
highway
avoid
patrol. It's
authorities.
crazy.
Well, I think it's fair to say we're in the area, in the general part of town where this started. I don't know exactly where they picked it up, but it does seem that after he left downtown, made his way all the way down
Yeah,
to
I don't know if they
105,
have like a
not
bad
close
plate to
distance,
begin
and
with,
now all the way back up into this general area. It seems
but they
like
literally
it is an area
fucking
he
just
may
do
be
it
more
to
comfortable with.
antagonize
It's a
him.
little bit hard to say. He seems, by my eye, to kind of be
Yeah, this
making these
fool's
turns up
dipping.
as he goes along. These appear to be mostly random
Oh,
turns.
earlier,
I
dang,
think he
yeah,
is
so they can't even see
creating
him right
content
now.
with that camera. I think he's part. It seems to be part of his intent here. But what exactly is going through his mind? What he's doing with that weapon? How all of this started? Just leaves so many more questions
So
than
they're
answers.
like,
But I do
let's see,
agree
Fox
with
11.
Mark.
The higher buildings
does look
are
like one of
pretty
those
close
Insta
to 1400
360
feet, so you have
if
to stay above
not,
those
some other type
just
of
for
camera
safety
stick.
factor.
But in any
Also,
event,
you want to give a
he was using that. At one point, he actually had it in his hand. It wasn't just hanging off the tail. He actually had it in his hand and was waving it around as he was
Whoa,
shooting
so
with
he
it,
was
and
like
then he put it
waving the
back
gun
and was,
around and
using his
okay.
cell phone at various points.
He wanted
Appeared to
smoke.
be
He's
calling
like,
the
"Come get me,
speakerphone,
mother."
communicating with somebody, and now he just seems to be focused on hiding out, as he has now made his way into downtown LA and is somewhere in these tunnels as they try and pick this up once again right underneath
buildings.
the road.
And right now they're just
All
listening to the police frequencies to see exactly where he went. Now the ground units are going to start closing in on this area if this rider has stopped and gone to foot.
Well, we're looking at some earlier footage of that motorcyclist on the 110 freeway.
All right, so they still don't know where he is.
You know, the LAPD is still very much interested in this. We will come back to you. In the meantime, there's other news to cover.
That's certainly right.
Shit, damn you.
LAPD, LA sheriffs, and also CHP fly at lower altitudes than the news media, and they fly like that all the time when they're working just regular calls at an intersection. You have a suspicious person, they'll get down right in there. So it's not really that dangerous, but it is difficult, and it takes a lot of skill. And these pilots that fly the police and law enforcement are highly trained and are, you know, the best at doing this and working in this area and having
Yeah,
a lot
no,
of
for
experience
sure. He
flying
gone.
on large buildings like this. So it's not
He's
that
definitely gone. I've seen this playbook too many times. Get into the city or get to an area where you know there's a bunch of, you know, parking garages and stuff and different types of, you know.
so.
But you got to be able to put a lot of distance on yourself or, you know, whatever, get away from them enough to where even the camera, and sometimes the camera follows, you know, the police helicopter will follow them and then like, psh, they gone. Even when they do follow them, they don't know where they are because they pull into a mall, go out another direction. Is he black? That's a good question, JCV. You know, I don't know, you know, could be, could not be. You never know.
You are watching some footage from earlier.
I'm still watching footage for earlier. Wonder where Smokey is. Cheer. Do. How fast is he going? I mean, that dirt bike could probably, you know, right there, he's probably doing whatever. Everybody there probably doing at least 65, so he's at least doing like 70 there. I would think, yeah. Yep, they're gone too. Damn. That's it, folks. The party's over, man. Shit. Oh, they're back. All right, cool. Oh, no, it's done. It's done, man. Yep, that's it, folks. Damn those motherfuckers. What we got going here? Thanks everybody for coming through. You know how we do. Always trying to catch the live chases and all the shit that's live. I don't know what the fuck I was just talking about. Damn, nobody's live either. Shit. Uh-oh. Foxman is live. Oh, shit. He has risen. He has risen, folks. I present to you. Oh, shit, wrong thing. He is risen. He has risen.
For the pills on the floor.
He has risen, folks.
Anymore. Time for some cold drinks on a Tuesday. Oh yeah. Let's start off with a couple of revs.
Got the revs, folks. You know what happens when the revs get to kicking in.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Gonna get drunk tonight.
Oh shit. Boxman knows how to party, y'all. He knows how to party.
Yes. Excuse the mess. Talik Lizzie in the building. I can't hide. Excuse the mess on the rack. Since she left.
His music sucks, and his singing sucks. All right. Nobody else is live. You got Natty doing her thing. Oops. Oh, let's smoke his can. He was watching the same thing. Yep, he was watching the same thing, and now it's gone. Shouts to Smoking Scan. I got bourbon and Scan. Cheers. Big T? Oh, Big T going straight for the big titties.
It's like a retard. But what I dress like a retard, but it looks good on me. Like it looks good on me. What she wears doesn't look good on her. Oh my god. Why are you bathing in cheap perfume?
I'm not trying to impress anyone. I just don't have appropriate stuff for court, really.
Shouts to Big T. If you don't know Big T, Controller. Carissa. She funny. We got DF Dub.
Yeah, I ain't seen it in a while.
10 Matrix. Yeah, if you don't know, I mean, Big T, I mean, she's on a whole nother level for the internet. So she's watching another streamer, Vegan Patriot, and she's just critiquing Vegan Patriot.
You want to see something that would have been better for court?
So I love the streamers that like critique other people when their life's a mess, and they're like actually like critiquing people like I don't know, like they have any room to give anybody any advice. Yeah, exactly, Clean Mother. She is obsessed with Vegan Patriot. That's all she does. All right, well. shelves. The docket. Don't want to sit there and bore everybody with controller. Oh, she got up. What the hell?
Tell me that this would have not been better for her to wear to court, ladies and gentlemen.
You like it, Tony? Yeah or no?
I mean, what the fuck is she wearing?
What do you think? Do you look like a trad wife in this?
No, you don't look like a trad wife. You look like a mess.
I don't know. I think that this is like.
Look at them comparing. She's
really
comparing
bland
herself to
about it.
Vegan. Like, what the
Hey, I'll be right back.
Like, what?
I love it.
I mean, I don't love this thing, but I don't think that your shoulders should be showing
direction.
in a court. So you could just, you know, you can make it a little more presentable. Look. I didn't need a belt because you want to know why? I got a dress that I can accentuate my waist with without getting an ugly, tacky belt. Okay? Come on, get it together, vegan. Get it together. Come on, someone needs to teach us how to.
Come on, vegan. Get it together. Get it together, vegan. Oh, that's hilarious. Can't make that shit up. All right. Oh, what the fuck is Tanya doing? Oh shit, Tanya's got a crazy panel.
I don't. Hey, type in my side chat and then I'll let you up. Otherwise, no.
What's wrong with
my Pinky's getting her groceries. Turbo Z is Sophia, which I love, by the way. Hello, Sophia.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh,
I love that you keep drinking bleach in your spare time. That sounds like a good.
Hey, it cleanses my soul.
Yeah, as it should. Hello, Cynical. What the fuck have you been up to? I remember the last time I was on Cynical's. I mean, not panel, but I was in his chat. I was getting harassed by a particular someone, and that was eons ago. I didn't want to be kept from your fucking show, because this guy, he fucking puts on a good show. He jams out, he DJs, he's got a good setup, everything is fine. All right, Coda, I can see you now. All right, let me bring you up. All right, what'd you say? Cinca. Yeah, but like this guy's got a good channel. But I remember the last time I was there, the last couple of times, I'm like, can I just like not get bothered by people like Shagatina or some shit? He was over there just like, Tonya this, Tonya that. And I'm like, okay, all right, well I gotta go. All right, cheers. All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna let this guy up. All right, I'm gonna have to probably put you.
I better be careful. I don't know if she's about to get porn bombed. What the hell? Let's see how this works out.
Up there real quick so I don't get porn bombed. Okay. Who are you?
She puts up a.
Hi, Coda.
Yo. Hey, Tanya. It's been a hot minute. I don't porn bomb people. I don't like that stuff.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I get it all the time.
I'm an incel prude.
I love that for
Oh,
you.
do you also drink bleach in your spare time?
Yeah,
we could become good friends if you do.
No, he might drink ethanol, you know.
I'm starting to feel like he just drinks Everclear. I don't know.
Really, no way I'm I'm not gonna
Pretty
put. I'm not
brutal,
gonna
though.
put.
Fuck, this could be
I
it.
think you remind me of
They're
a dude that
definitely
did porn
trying
bomb
to
me.
porn
That's it.
bomb her, whoever that is.
What are your symptoms? I mean, what's the new COVID? What
No,
are
I'm against all degeneracy and fetishes and porn and all
Yeah,
that.
this dude
Hey,
definitely
well, I
porn
didn't ask
bombing.
that. I just
Dude,
asked
that
what
changed the
symptoms
total
are.
topic. We're talking about your COVID.
COVID? Yeah.
What
I'm
are
What's
you,
kind of
with
I'm
porn?
getting
What
over.
does your porn fetish have to do with your
I'm
COVID?
getting over it. I don't have a porn fetish, but
well, I mean, what were your
my
symptoms?
fetish
What-
fetish is white women in wheat fields.
Okay, yeah, that's why I'm not. That's why I'm full screening on this guy.
Right, you know, you
Wait, who porn bombed himself on Chatterbait? How does that even work? Like you're a Chatterbait.
He hangs out with Dana.
Okay, well, I don't.
Oh, Jack. Well, okay. That dude Jack? I don't know.
Oh, he has dark humor. He's okay.
No,
I'm not. I would love to
anything,
trust.
if anything, me and Donna are pretty much on the outs right now.
Oh,
We've been fighting for the last 3
he
months.
doesn't have COVID.
I
I
do.
don't know what that means, but okay. I don't know.
He
Get
does
right.
not have COVID. He just used that as an excuse.
Yoda, I had like.
Well, why would I make that up?
I had to do it.
Why?
That sounded like you.
Because
Like
I
I
asked you.
multiple times and.
I asked you what your symptoms were and shit, and you totally evaded me. So
I didn't hear the question.
okay,
Everyone's
what
talking.
what are your symptoms? What is the new COVID like?
It's like the old one.
Okay, well, what is that?
It's like a kick-ass cold. I can't breathe. My tongue's swollen. My
Probably
face
just have the flu. Like,
filled
It's
with
like
get over
the
it.
old one, man.
Well, that's what they told me, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically what COVID is. And it's a
Yeah.
variant of flu.
Yeah,
One thing, yeah.
they told me to isolate. Oh,
If he had
Yeah.
COVID, he would just
All right. He's just stalling so he can get the screen to be dropped. So then he could porn bomb. You know how that goes, folks. You know, it just happens. Oh, Jack is live too. Let's see what crazy ass Jack is doing. He's crazy. This whole situation with Jack and Natalia is crazy.
Mississippi Talker, how you doing, lovely? Punk rock, you bastard.
Okay. They're retarded. I went from Australian Jack. I don't know who's Australian Jack. I only know this guy named Jack, who's crazy. But Australian Jack, I do not know. Oh, that's me. Haha.
Shopping there, and then I want to go to this butcher because I want to get. See, she's not a huge eater. She doesn't eat. She can eat, but she can't eat like a lot.
Go grab
Like she
beer
can't
real
eat a
quick.
16-ounce steak
Shout out
by
to Fox
herself.
Nation.
So I'm thinking about getting maybe a 26-ounce steak, a really nice $50 steak, and put it on the barbecue, and then we're just gonna split it down the middle, right? Get a really nice, maybe 30-ounce steak. Get a nice cut, like a nice T-bone or top sirloin or something like that. And get some asparagus. Oh yeah. That's our treat. That's our treat. That's a treat. We don't eat like that all the time, but we'll treat. I don't know. I just heard a little bit about what happened with Molly and Amanda. You know, I've been off the streets. I've been hanging with my girl, doing the relationship thing. But I heard that Molly cheated, and Amanda Amanda deleted her YouTube account. Damn. Shit be flying when I'm not on around these streets. But I don't fucking know. I warned Amanda. I said, hey man, you're laying with dogs, man. You lay with dogs, you're gonna get fleas.
Damn,
That's somebody at the door?
He called Jesse a dog.
Oh no, that's her making noises.
His music is horrible. His music is horrible, y'all. What the hell? What the hell, Foxman? What the hell, Foxman? Fresh crack. Hey, I don't see Smokey in the chat. I was going to say, is he live? I was going to say, hit that link, Smokey, but I mean, I haven't posted it, but it'll only be a video link only. I guess I could redo it. Well, no, I couldn't. I can DJ for him.
Red Z's a different breed than Amanda. Red Z Max, she can handle it. Yeah, she's with Jake. Jake's okay. I'm not impressed with him going back to drinking. That's not fucking cool. But then again, Red Z Mac can handle herself, especially with the trolls and everything like that. Amanda Meatfoot can't. Except Demisk. Yeah. So you had to prove her wrong. Yeah. You guys proved her wrong and you guys drove her right off the fucking internet. Now she'll come in and under some gay name and try to rebuild back again. But everywhere she goes, people are going to be at her fucking hounding the piss right out of her. Trust me, I've been down that road. I know how it feels. Amanda, if you ever want to reach out and talk to me, hit me up on Discord. I'll be happy to coach you along the way and give you a little bit of pointers. Because trust me, I've been down that road too. It's how you handle your trolls that makes you stronger.
I'm sure you are.
Stop, cynical. Lies, I'm almost done.
Oh man, that music. Oh hell no. Yeah, Oh My Days is a good one.
Brazilian and
Going out the number there, leave it over Fox, man. Let me see what else. Anybody else going on? I did have a bunch of reviews we could watch. That's hilarious.
No, maybe Amanda isn't on my Discord. Yeah. No, maybe she doesn't have Discord. Maybe she wasn't. I could be mistaken on that. I'll eat that up. Miss Samantha.
Why? No, not Kesha. Yeah, that's Kesha. Oh my
What's up?
goodness.
You banned again, Lydia?
Wow. Now he always plays this. I don't want to say the word. This corny shit. There you go. Yeah, it's not the word I wanted to say. It's a word I had to say. All right, we're gonna go. Let's go and see. I got some things I've saved recently that are hilarious. Police arrest. What you guys think about these? They're kind of controversial. Let's close a couple of these down real quick. All right. I don't know. This is kind of funky.
5, officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle going well over the speed limit.
Hello, Debbie Davidson, Sheriff's Office. The reason why I'm stopping you, had you at 85 miles an hour coming into the 45.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you were at 85 miles an hour, and you act.
All right, so she gets pulled over, and she's doing 85 and a 45. That's what the deputy says, right? You know, I know that face though. Look at that. She's like, huh? Like what? And so she's a little bit, you know, 'cause she's got an accent too. So she's got an accent as well. So, and I think this is out of Florida. Doesn't say where this is. I think it's out of Florida though. But so anyway, you can already tell she's agitated, right? And obviously, if she's going that much over, 40 miles, double over the speed limit, there we go. But
A traffic stop on a vehicle going well over the speed limit.
Hello, Debbie Davidson, Sheriff's Office. The reason why I'm stopping you, had you at 85 miles an hour coming into the 45.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you were at 85 miles an hour, and you actually encroached into the 45 mile an hour zone.
Back there it says 55.
Even if the speed limit back there is 55.
Yeah, that's what I was going on.
No, you're going 85. Yeah, you're cruising. Do you have your license on you?
Sure.
This section now is 45.
so, I mean, he's basically saying she was going 85 in the 55. And then when she got to the 45, she was still doing, she was still up there, a little bit. But I don't know. Let's get it. Shout out to Nuz.
Right, because I'm almost home. I'm done.
Thank you. Everything good with your license? No outstanding tickets or anything like that?
Yes.
I'll be right.
Also, my mic is low, Nuz. Is that what you're saying? Thanks, Nuz.
With here's your license. Sorry. So this is a citation for that speed, okay? The 85 and the 45. It does not. So with that, you don't get any of the three options. You have to contact this number on the front and schedule a court hearing, okay? It doesn't allow me to give you a fine amount, all right? All I need from you is a signature.
What do you mean?
Deputy Davidson. It's right there on the bottom of the citation right there.
You didn't hear what I asked. Yeah.
You said, what is my name? I said,
No,
it's
I
Deputy
did not,
Davidson.
I did not ask you that.
Okay.
I said, what do you mean by that?
It means you got to contact that number and schedule an appearance in front of the judge.
So, I don't know. Is my mic louder, Nuz? Is it louder, Nuz? So, I guess what happens, wherever this is, basically when you're going a certain mile an hour over the speed limit, I guess you got to call a certain number to get a court appearance. She's kind of not understanding that right now. And so this is where it kind of gets kind of gets like, I don't know, we call it dicey, where she does not understand what he's saying. He repeats it several times that now, because of what's going on, you need to call a certain number. And she's not liking that. Hold on 1 second, too. She's not liking that. And she doesn't understand it, I should say. That's the biggest thing. She doesn't understand it. No, I don't know how that all works. Every jurisdiction is different if they have to like save the speed or show it to you or whatever it may or may not be. Like every jurisdiction is different. So it really comes down to, she could ask for it in certain states, but I don't know exactly how that is here. But ultimately right now, she's trying to dispute the speed, and then she doesn't understand what she has to do. So ultimately, obviously, you can't dispute the speed on the side of the road. You got to go in front of a judge for that. So let's get into it a little bit. She's right. A couple of times here, you're going to hear her say, I don't understand.
And it's right there on the bottom of the site. It doesn't allow me to give you a fine amount. All right. All I need from you is a signature.
What do you mean?
Deputy Davidson. It's right there on the bottom.
And see, he thought she said, "What is your name? What is your name?" And he's like, "Deputy Davidson." And she's like, "No, what is your name?" I'm sorry, what do you mean? Sorry.
Bottom of the citation right there.
You didn't hear what I asked. Yeah.
You said, "What is my name?" I said,
No,
"It's Deputy Davidson."
I did not ask you that.
Okay.
I said, what do you mean by that?
It means you got to contact that number and schedule an appearance in front of the judge. The speed is too great for me to issue a fine amount because you're over 30 miles an hour over the speed limit.
And so I guess the law there, and it sounds like Florida, she seems like she's got like a Caribbean accent or an island accent. And basically, if you go 30 miles an hour over the speed limit, you have to call a number to appear in front of a judge. He can't just, I guess maybe they have some standards like 5 miles an hour and over, it's X amount of dollars. 10 miles an hour is, X amount of dollars. But looks like she's going to have to go in front of the judge.
One appears to be in Denver.
Okay.
So all I need is a signature from you. It's not saying you're guilty. It's just saying you're going to contact that number and schedule a court date. That's all.
So here's another crazy thing, right? So there was this case in Atlanta where the same thing happened, and it was this pastor or ex-pastor or something like that. Anyway, a deacon. Let me take that back. He was a deacon, and it was Atlanta PD. And basically what happened was he got pulled over there was an accident. He was being cited for the accident, for causing the accident or something or another. And they needed him to sign the ticket. He refused to sign the ticket. And this same scenario plays out. But he dies in the process. And then, everything goes to hell then. I mean, and I think he had a heart attack or something, but they're saying the use of force caused him to die. Obviously, the cop lost his job, and they're still trying to sue the cop, but they haven't been able to. But let's continue.
I'm not sure if I should sign anything that I'm not
Well,
supposed to.
I'm just going to tell you, a refusal to sign a citation is an arrestable offense.
So you're going to arrest me because I do not understand what you're talking about?
I don't understand what you don't know what I'm saying to you. I had your speed at...
Hold on, let me call my...
See, this is the biggest thing what people do sometimes. When you're on the side of the road and stuff like that, I mean, you just got to kind of do the ticket and get over with it. Trying to call friends and things or another just doesn't end well, especially start agitating the police officers.
Okay, so let's say a deal. You were doing 85 miles an hour
hold on a second,
and a
sir.
45.
I just told you I am making a phone call.
Listen, I'm not here to make phone calls.
Okay, so you want me to sign something that
Yes.
I'm not comfortable with? And then I said, let me
You're signing?
Because you said you're going to arrest me for
Yes.
something that I do not
Yes.
understand why you're going to arrest me for. So I need
I'll
to
explain
call
it
my
again.
family member.
You don't have to call your family member.
Yes,
You're an adult.
I do, sir.
No, you don't.
No, yeah, sir.
I'm telling you right now.
Legal right. I have my rights.
Okay,
My rights
driving is a privilege, not a right. We're going to start out with that. So, again, you were doing 85 miles an hour and a posted 45 mile an hour speed
And I
limit.
said I was not. I was
Okay.
55.
we're not going to argue road sign. That's something that you go to a judge.
Correct.
And in this case, you don't get 3 options like a normal speed citation. You get the option of calling the number.
And see, that's the biggest thing. Like, he adds these other thing about the 3 citations, and that just confuses her more. Because, I mean, she's probably never got a speeding ticket before, but I guess you've got, like, depending on how much you're over the speed limit, there's, like, I guess probably 3 penalty ranges. She don't get that. And, yeah.
And scheduling a court hearing.
But instead, she has to call a number and schedule a court hearing, which is surprising. They just don't summons you for that court hearing, or he just gives you the next available date to go in. But
At that time, you can make your argument with the judge that you were not speeding. Okay? That's the time that you get to argue. You don't get to argue roadside. Okay?
I'm not arguing with you, sir.
You are arguing with me.
if you don't call, what ends up happening is you'll have a bench warrant put out for your arrest, because ultimately it's just a traffic infraction. So if you miss court or you don't show up, you'll get a bench warrant put out. And then at that point, if you did get pulled over, then technically they could take you to jail, I guess. But it'll be like a bench warrant for notice to appear.
Okay.
So you're going to arrest me because I'm not arguing with you?
I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying I'm arresting you for not agreeing. I'm saying if you fail to sign a citation for a court date.
I am picking up the citation.
And so one thing about this law here, in Atlanta, the city proper, because of that guy who died because he wouldn't sign a ticket, now they changed something that it's not an arrestable offense if you refuse to sign a ticket. I mean, at the end of the point, who cares? If the cop's going to put you in the system, but I guess they're just trying to make sure you understand and that, hey, you say you're going to appear. And every state has different rules if you don't sign that. Like in California, you can lose your license, just all kind of different rules and stuff. But so basically he's trying to explain that to her, hey, if you don't sign this, you can go to jail, and just it goes downhill from here.
But I'm not signing something that I do not understand.
Okay. You want my supervisor to explain this to you? He's right behind me.
Do you want me to call my family member? Because it's right on the phone.
Nothing what your family is going to say is going to change what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I would understand them better than you.
Hey, Traffic 6, you want to come over here?
Because you said you're going to arrest me for calling my family member?
I didn't say I was going to arrest you for calling your family member. I said I would arrest you for not signing, saying that you're going to show up to your court date.
You cannot arrest me for that,
okay.
sir.
I'm going to let you talk to my supervisor. He's going to tell you that I can arrest you for not signing the citation.
No, you cannot arrest me for that.
All right. It's called failure to sign a summons.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'll be right with you. You can't leave. You want to go to jail today. You want to go to fucking jail today. You want to stop your car and put it in park right now.
Okay.
Get out of the car right now.
I'm not.
Get out of the car.
No, you
get
cannot.
out of the fucking car.
I'm not. Don't swear at me. Don't swear at me. You're not, sir. He's not allowed to open my vehicle.
Yes, he is allowed.
No, he's not.
Why are you driving away from the traffic stop?
Because I'm talking to him. He walked away from me.
I said hold tight right now.
Sir, I was talking to him.
So you were driving away while he's got your driver's license and all your paperwork?
He gave me my driver's license. He gave me my paperwork. And then he told me something that I don't agree with. He said, if you do not agree with that, I said to you, you will go to jail. I said, no. I want to call my family member to see what I'm going to jail for. I'm a citizen in here. What am I going to jail for? You
Failure
give me
to sign a summons.
Sir. You give me a citation, sir. I said I will comply. I gave you my license and everything. So now you tell me you're going to put me to jail.
So, wait, was it 30 over?
85 and a 45.
Okay. So,
sir,
yeah,
I was doing 55.
Hey, listen, it doesn't matter. If you're doing 55, it doesn't matter. You have to sign that.
Sir.
Are you not going to sign it, yes or no?
No.
Okay.
And then I will go to the judge.
So she sealed her fate right there. So I guess at this point, this supervisor asked her if she's going to sign it, and she says no. So, at this point, when she says no, they're going to make an example out of her. And, yeah, they're going to arrest her. Holy shit. Here we go. Get ready for it, folks.
Okay.
I
Listen,
will go to the
do
church.
me a favor. No, put your hand off of me.
Sir, I'm not putting
Step
my
out
hands
of the
on
car.
you.
Step
No,
out
sir.
of the car.
No.
You're going to jail.
No.
Step out of the car. You're going to jail.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Come on.
Okay, let me sign the paper. Let me wait.
Okay, let me sign the paper. Let me sign the paper. Hold, did you hear that? It's always afterwards.
Step out of the car. Step out of the car.
No.
You're going to jail. Step out of the car. You're going to jail.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Come on.
Okay, let me sign the paper. Let me
Too
wait.
late. Come on, you're going to jail. Step out of the car. You're going to get tased in about 2 seconds.
Sir,
Step out of the car.
Wait a minute.
You're
Whoa.
going to jail.
Wait a minute. Why y'all doing this?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, wait.
Hands behind your back.
Sir, wait a minute.
Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. You are under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. 10-4.
The best part's yet to come, but it's a society we live in. She's gonna pull a card.
Okay, you were.
Damn.
Listen, you were ordered to explain. Listen to me. No, nobody punched you in your face. Say so.
So I can
Stop resisting. You're gonna catch a
are.
resisting charge.
Put your hands behind
Put
your
your
back.
hand behind your back.
I am.
What are you reaching for?
I'm not reaching for anything.
Do it. Blue team's on this team. Yep.
You put me on my face for no reason.
Nobody
Listen,
punched you in
nobody
your face.
punched you.
Okay.
We gave you several lawful
recording
orders
this.
to exit. We're recording it too. You were given several lawful orders to exit your vehicle.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I told you to step out.
All right, we're gonna go to the black car.
Yeah, you were under arrest.
Can I put my shoes on? Can I put my shoes
No.
on?
Yes.
Sure.
I'm gonna take your license.
No. No, these are my property.
Yes,
This
it's
is
gonna
my
go with
property. No, I'm putting, sir.
Ma'am,
Sir,
let go
sir,
of your
can I have my
license.
property, sir? Sir,
Hey, let go of it. You're under arrest. You can't have anything. You are under arrest, ma'am. Listen to me. Don't make it any harder than it has to be. You're under arrest. You're going to jail. That's it.
okay, can I have my wallet?
We will get your wallet.
We'll get all your stuff. Did you make sure I mean, you can't search it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute,
All right,
what are you
you're good.
doing?
All right.
Making sure you don't have any
Why are you
weapons on
following
you.
me, sir? Why are you touching my boo-boo?
Nobody
No one's
touched
touching you. Have a seat.
you. Have a seat.
Okay, don't push me like that.
No one's pushing you. Touching you. All right.
Making sure you don't have any
Why are you
weapons on
following
you.
me, sir? Why are you touching my boo-boo?
Nobody
No one's
touched you.
touching you. Have a seat.
Have a seat.
Okay, don't push me like that.
No one's pushing you.
That was so rude.
No, you were given several orders. You
No,
didn't.
I
You
was
didn't
not,
comply.
though.
We're gonna
I was not.
seatbelt you, okay?
Don't
Hey,
touch
put your
me,
rear
though.
camera on. Okay, watch. I'm gonna reach over and grab your seatbelt. Put your camera on.
Did you put your camera
Okay.
on when you punched me, though?
Sit back for me, please.
I am sitting back.
Okay, I need to reach around you.
Sir, can you stop pushing me, please?
Where's your? Hold on.
Sir, can you stop
Hey,
pushing me?
is your? You want to hand it to me?
That's a big old boy over there. That's big boy deputies.
don't
They're
like
both
black
big
folks,
boys. This has got to
Why
be
do you have to
Florida.
see that?
Because I didn't do
Maybe
anything.
my wife-
Black folks, huh? So you don't like black folks, huh?
Damn, she just straights out, throws it at him. You don't like black folks, huh? Dang.
So you don't like black folks, huh? Is that
Why
what
does it have to be that?
Because I didn't do
Maybe
anything.
my wife is black. How do you not know?
He pulls the maybe my wife is black shit.
Is that
Why
what
does it have to
is?
be that?
Because I didn't do
Maybe
anything.
my wife is black. How do you not know that?
Like I said,
How
I
do
did
you not know
I
that?
did not do anything.
Okay.
For you guys
But
to
why do you
manhandling me like
automatically
that.
assume?
For you to manhandling me like that.
Okay. They were explaining you have to sign the option or it's jail, and
He
you
told
said
me.
no.
He told me that. I said I do not understand what he's saying. I just need somebody to explain to me what he's saying. And then you called you, push me.
And so at the end of the day, right, this is a complete miscommunication. It's just one of those things, I guess, when you get your driver's license, you got to realize that you got to sign for these things. I mean, I don't know. You know, she did not have to end up in this way. I mean, did they use excessive force? No, but they used force because she wouldn't comply because they felt they were in the right because of the statute to allow them to arrest her. So I don't know. It's a tough one. I mean, obviously it doesn't look good, you know, and to be honest, it shouldn't be this way. It should be, hey, you got a ticket. I'm putting in the system. Go face the judge. You can dispute it there. You can't dispute it here, and I don't need you to sign. So I wish it was that simple. Otherwise, you wouldn't have incidents like this to where, you know, basically.
Face and then put me in here for what? What have I done wrong? Okay, that thing is really tight. It's breaking my arm.
And obviously, she wanted to control the situation. She didn't like the outcome as far as the speed over. You know, who knows? Maybe, you know, I know they have some way to like the radar will be able to take a picture and like zap what it hit at 85 miles an hour. And then I don't know if there's GPS at that point. I don't know how the new ticket stuff work. I haven't gotten a speeding ticket in so long, so I don't know if they can tell, you know, exactly everything. So, but shots everybody locked in. Catch you later. Peace.